An artificial satellite is a man-made object that has been launched into orbits around Earth. Since the first satellite launched in 1957 by Russia, about 8,900 satellites from more than 40 countries have been launched till today. They enable us to communicate through signals, predict weather, and even observe the distant universe. While artificial satellites contribute considerably to our well-being and scientific research, most of us know very little about their importance. In fact, there isn't any educational platform that allows people to learn more about artificial satellites. For people who are interested in satellites but have limited background knowledge, we built this interactive visualization to introduce the general terms about satellites and allow people to explore by themselves. Our visualization consists of two parts: a storytelling presentation and an interactive dashboard. In the first part, we applied the technique of storytelling to help users get familiar with the basic terms and operating principles of satellites. Considering the complexity of satellites, we begin with simple questions and gradually get to the more technical terms. Since our design structure is primarily built upon orbits, we will talk about 4 types of orbits in detail, including low Earth orbit, medium Earth orbit, geostationary orbit, and highly elliptical orbit. Through the combination of scrolling and animation, we aim to introduce these technical terms in an interesting and dynamic way. Now let's get to the second part, which is the dashboard. The dashboard consists of 2 views. The first one is a realistic view, which shows the spatial distribution of satellites in 4 kinds of orbits. The audience can experiment with the dynamic poise and explore the correlation between different categorical variables. We use color coding, shapes, and transparency to signify different variables of satellites. For example, if we choose the USA, we can see that it has launched about 1,300 satellites in 50 years, and most of them are launched for commercial use. We can also turn off the orbits, or switch between different zoom levels to take a closer or more holistic view of the satellites. We also designed a statistical view to help advanced users dive deeper into the quantitative data of satellites. We use a sum-burst graph along with 5 complementary bar charts to help the audience explore the correlation between numerical variables. The user can choose a year to get started. While hovering, one can read detailed information about each satellite. The audience can also use the query controls to refine or sort the data. The bar charts on the right show the general distribution for some quick takeaways. For example, it is easy to learn that the USA launches most satellites for commercial use. Now go ahead and take some time to explore by yourself. See what insights you can get from this visualization of the world of artificial satellites.